Hey guys, so today we'll just talk about the NLB and how to create the various listeners in NLB. Okay, so this is a diagram which I'm planning right now. So here we go. This is the source, and this guy is hitting, and this is my NLB here. Okay, so in NLB, we need a target group. So this is one target group, and also this is another target group. Okay, so my plan is like this. This traffic will go this side and this traffic will go this side. Okay, now this is one EC2 instance and this is another EC2 instance. Okay, now okay, what I'm planning is, for example, this is my cat server, and this is my dog server. Okay, now here we are just adding our listener rules. Okay, listener rules. Okay, now in the listener rules, my plan is like this. This traffic will go if you have a 80 port open, and this traffic will flow if you have an open port of 8080. Okay, so yeah, that is the plan for now. So let's see how it goes. So basically we are creating two servers. One is cat server and the other one is dog server. I mean, I'm not considered with availability zones or subnets. You can create it anywhere, but make sure that for this one, right, for this dog server, you create one security group. Okay, and you just give 80 and 22 port. Okay, and for this cat server, you create a security group, but you have to give 80, 22, and on top of it you have to open 80 port also. Okay, so the plan here is like this. If somebody is hitting http:// and then the DNS.com domain, when somebody is hitting .com:80 or without 80, okay, so the traffic should go like this. Okay, so 1 minute, the traffic should go like, okay, so the traffic should go, if somebody is hitting, it should go here, it will go to TG, then it will go here, and then they will get the dog server message. Okay, now if somebody is hitting :8080 here, okay, then the traffic should go here, it go to NLB, it will go to this TG, then it will come here, it will get the cat server. Yeah, so this is the setup which we are doing. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that, and for this we have to do a lot of modifications. So first thing is, let me launch an instance, guys. Okay, remember this diagram, and then let me go back. Okay, perfect. I'm launching an instance. I'm going to launch two instances, one instance separately, and this one. Okay, so what is my diagram here? Okay, my diagram is here on the right side. My diagram, just gonna zoom. Okay, sorry, zoom out a little bit. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to launch my first instance for dog server. Okay, so my dog server. Okay, now scroll down. I'm going to choose Amazon Linux 2 and then 64-bit t2.micro. I don't want proceed without a key pair, and I'm going to edit the network settings, and I don't want any subnet. You can put it if you want. I just choose no preference, and here I want, what is that, 80 and 22 port to be open for my dog server. I already have a web server security group which I created, which is already 80 and 22 is open, so I'm using that. If you guys have, I think you guys would be having the same, so you guys can use any security group which you have already created. Scroll down. Now here there is something called advanced details. Click on advanced details, scroll down, and here we're gonna put some bootstrap script. Okay, it's simple. The bootstrap script which we have it here is this one for dog. So let me open this one. Okay, so what exactly this does is nothing, as usual. It will install the Apache, start the Apache, and it just put this line into this index.html file, and then it will it's going to put one more line into this file. If somebody is hitting this file directly, you can put it, or if you don't want this line also, you can delete it, okay, and then you can put only the index.html. So anything is fine, okay, but for now I'm just putting these two files. One is index.html and then the doc.html. okay, control C, and then I'm going to paste it here. So if you see, this is my doc server. I'm talking about this one, okay. So I'm gonna write, so I'm gonna create this one, this server, okay, which I'm doing right now. Perfect. So scroll down, all done. I've added the dog.html and dog messages, everything, so it won't be confused, and launch instances. Okay, this one is launching. Now I'm gonna launch one more instances for my cat, launch instances, and this is going to be this one, okay. So cat server, so my cat server, something like this, and Amazon T2 key pair, proceed without a key pair, edit the network settings, and okay, here what you need to do is you need to create a new security group, and you have to open 80 22 and 80 22 and 80 80. Okay, I think I already have a security group, if I remember. Okay, see, there is something called my cat SG which I've already created. Okay, so if you want me to see what is this my cat SG, I can always go back, and then if you go to right click security group, open link in new tabs, it'll come up here, and here if you search for my cat SG, so you'll get this, you'll get the security group, and then click on inbound rules, and then if you scroll down, see this. Okay, let me maximize the window, and then if you see this, there is something called yeah, see this, you have TCP. Okay, yeah, cool. So I already opened custom TCP 8080 from anywhere, from all the IPs, and also 22 is already open, 80 is already. So my cat SG, you also create a same security group like this and link it to that instance. Okay, now, so here we go. Where is it? Okay, yeah, so I added this. Now configure storage, advanced details, scroll down. So here in the user data, you know what to do. So I have to put the script. So I will have to put the script, which is my cat. This is a cat server, right, which we're creating. Yeah, this is a cat server. Now scroll down, and this is going to be my cat server. So I'm going to copy these things and then paste it here. Okay, so all done. Scroll down and click on launch instance, and now your two instances are getting launched. Okay, so let me go back. Let me close the unwanted windows, click on instances. So let me see which one is it. Okay, so this is a my dog server and my cat server. So this is getting initialized. So as per our whiteboard, we have created two instances. One is cat server, and then the dog server. So in the dog server, I've opened only the port 80 and 22, and in the cat server, I opened 80, 22 and 80, 80. Okay, so these things are all done. Now what is next right now? Next, I want to check whether really it's, I'm getting some pages or not, just to make sure that we have done it correctly. It is still in initializing mode, but still I want to try. So I've clicked on my dog server, copying the public IP, and I'm just typing http:// enter. Okay, so I got the index.html. Now this is happening in which port? If you see, my dog server is happening in 80 port, okay, which is default. Even if you if you type 80, if you hit enter, still you will get the same message. Okay, now I want to see in the dog server, there is a file called dog.html. Okay, so /dog.html. Okay, see, I'm also getting the dog.html web page. Okay, here even if you type after IP, if you type :80 then /dot, you will still get the same, because 80 is invisible, as you guys know. Okay, but here, for example, in this dog, if you type :8080, No, it will not come up. Okay, because that's a valid. We have created only, we have allowed only 80, and also we did not any modification in any Apache file. Okay, so this is not a valid thing. And also if you see 8080 slash dog.html, no, it will not work. So we are good with this now, dog server. Now let me talk to the cat server. I clicked on cat, copy the public IP, and then open a new tab, Control V. Okay, see, this is happening in 80 port default, even the cat server. Okay, so here, if you type slash cat.html, you will get the, yes, cat food processing is changing. Okay, and here if you type :80 also, it will work. See, it is working. Okay, and here if you type :80 also, it's working. But the problem here is we don't want this cat server to be operated in 80. No, we don't want this. We want only this should open with 8080. But right now it is not opening. If you see, it is spinning. You're getting page cannot be reached. So we want this to be running in 8080. That is our next task. Okay, and this one doc should be running in 8080, which is good, which is default, which is running fine. But we are going to make some configuration wherein even if you open, see, even if we open the security group 8080, but that is not enough. Okay, so you need to log into this cat server, you need to modify something, as you guys already know this. So what will you do here is you have to go to my cat server, you have to click on connect, and then you have to click on connect here. Okay, once you hit on connect, you're getting the screen here. Okay, now I think there would be no updates. Let me see, let me sudo su first. Now yum update -y, because this is a new instance which we launched, Amazon Linux 2 instance. All the packages will be updated already. Cool. Now what is the next step is I have a notepad here which I mentioned. So you need to go to this location. So right now, which machine we have logged in? We have logged into the cat machine. Okay, so just to make sure that whether I have logged into the right machine, I'll just, yeah, so this is the cat.html is there. Okay, perfect. So this is the cat machine. Now let me do like this so that you will understand better. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for cd etc httpd conf. Okay, Control V. Okay, Control C, Control V. Yeah, enter. So you are in present working directories conf. Now vi space http.conf. Okay, now you are in the vi page. Okay, cool. Now what you're going to do here is we are looking for something called 80 listener port, and you have to change it to 8080. Okay, now if you scroll down here on the right side, let me make a big screen. Okay, cool. Now if you scroll down a little bit, and what is this file? Okay, this file is nothing but it is a main Apache server configuration file. Okay, and also it just says like, do not simply read the instruction. If you're unsure, consult the onlines. You've been warned, because if you in a real time you won't be able to access, but this is very important file for your web server. So unless you know what you're doing, okay, better you don't touch it. Okay, now scroll down. Now look for something called listener port 80. Yeah, it is here. See. And if you see something called hash, it means that it is all comment out. These lines will not be executed. Whichever is not having hash, those lines are active. Okay, so for example, server root, this is active. Okay, and for example, listen, this line is active. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to add 8080. So what will you do is if you press the A, it will go to the next character, and then if you type 80, that's it. Okay, now escape key and then colon small wq exclamation, that's it. Okay, after this, since you have done some modification in the Apache server file, what you have to do is you need to restart the httpd service, which is this one, systemctl restart httpd. Now what I'll do, I'll come here, Control V. Okay, one moment. Okay, better I'll type it, systemctl restart httpd. Done. Now the system it is restarted. Now what is our next step is, okay, now you come back here. Okay, and here this one was not working. Now after few seconds, if you see, this will automatically get refreshed, or if you refresh it, it will work. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh myself, and then it should work. See, now it is running on 8080. I mean, our cat server as per the diagram, our cat server is running on 8080. Okay, which is good. Now if you type, instead of 8080, if you type just 80, no, it will not work. It will keep on spinning, and now you'll get an error message because we reversed it right now. Okay, so this is one thing. Perfect, Samir. So our task is almost done. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create this target group. So I'm going to create this target group and this target group. There are two target groups. I'm going to create it. Okay, cool. Now let's go back, click on cancel, and then scroll down. I'm going to click on target groups. So here I'm going to create two target group. The first target group, okay, anyways, we are going to know our target type is instances, and here I'm going to type cat tg, and okay, cat tg is happening in 8080 port, right? Cat tg is happening in 8080, so I have to give TCP here, and I'm going to give 8080. Okay, and then health check always TCP, advanced health check, scroll down and give it for interval 10 seconds, and then next, and then you have to add cat, my cat server, and then scroll down, include as pending below, and then click on create target group. So we created this one, we created the entire cat server. This TG is done. Now we're gonna create the next one. So what is next one is this one. So next one we are talking about this doc tg. Okay, I'm going to talk about this doc tg. We'll talk about it. Okay, now doc tg only 80 port. So create target group and instances, and then I'm going to give dog-tg, and then here you put TCP and make sure it is only on 80. Okay, and here it should be TCP, advanced health settings. If you click on 10 seconds interval, next, and then I'm going to choose doc server, and then include as pending below, and then click on create target group. So there are two target groups we created. One is the cat tg, and the other one is a doc tg. Okay, but no load balancer, we haven't associated it. It's, if you see, it says none associated. Okay, we just created a target group, and if you see, this is a cat target group which is happening in port 8080, and dog target group which is happening in the 8080. I mean, sorry, 80. Now we'll come back, click on load balancers, and I'm going to create a load balancer here, and I'm going to create a network load balancer. Scroll down and click on create. So I'm going to give something like an animals NLB. Scroll down, and this is going to be the internet facing, and I'm going to give only IPv4, VPC, oh yeah, VPC, the same one, and mappings. I don't know which instances I have. Okay, here, 1 minute, let me open it in a new tab. I mean, I can put a checkbox in everywhere, but still there are two instances. It is running on 1B, both are running on 1B. Okay, so I'll give only 1B for now. Okay, so yes, so I'll give only 1B, and then scroll down, and here, okay, here it is very important. So as per our whiteboard, right? So if you remember our whiteboard, so I'm talking about this one. 1 minute. Okay, so this is 180 and this is 180. Okay, this is one listener rule and this is one another listener rule. Now we have 80 listener rule, which is this one. Okay, now I'm gonna say TCP 80. Okay, TCP 80. If I get a traffic from outside 80, it should go to dog. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna click on dog. That's it. Now I'm going to add one more, and I'm going to give next one, which is 8080, this one. Okay, now if I type 8080, okay, where 8080 should go, it should go to my cat server. So I'll choose cat server. Okay, that's all. Now hit on create load balancer. Now load balancer is created. Okay, and it will be in provisioning mode. In next few minutes it will be inactive. In the meantime, I want to go to target groups on the left side, and I want to see whether we have the active healthy or not. Okay, this is an unused because the load balancer is not yet mapped, it's not yet connected. Okay, yeah, now it is connected and it became initial. If you see, it was an unused few seconds back, now it is an initial, the health check is happening. The same thing if you go to the another target group, for example, I think a dog target group, again it is an unused. In next couple of minutes it will go to initial stage and then it will become healthy if we have done it properly. So let's wait for a couple of minutes, guys. Okay, now my network load balancer became active after provision after 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Now let me go to the target groups. Let me see whether my target groups cat tg. I'm clicking on cat tg. Okay, it is still in initial status. Okay, let's wait. And then, okay, yeah, now it became healthy, which is good. Now let me go to my dog target group, and then, okay, this is also in initial status. Let me, okay, that is also became healthy. So now I think everything has been set up right now. So this is my animals NLB, and I'm gonna copy the DNS name of animals NLB. Now http:// control V. Now what I'm expecting is if you hit this, okay, it should give me the dog food server, because as per the diagram 80 goes to the dog server. So if you see this, 80 go to the dog food server, and this is in port number 80, which is 80 here. If you type :80 also, it will invisibly hit this and you will get this. Okay, and then, okay, and the extra thing, okay, if you type dog.html, obviously you will get the dog.html page. Okay, so now if you hit it, you should get, see, dog food processing. Okay, before that, if you put .com and then if you type 80, then if you /dog.html also, you will get the same page. Okay, so this line is working perfect. Okay, so as per our thing, so this line, this entire section, this entire dog thing is working fine on 80 port. Now we're gonna talk about this side. Okay, so what is happening this side, Samir? Cat side. Okay, so for cat side, you understood what is a port: :8080. If you hit this, if our setup is correct, then it should give some cat message. If setup is wrong, then should be give some error message. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we got, this is a cat food ordering server. This is our cat index.html file. If you see my bootstrapping script, see this. If you see this, right, this is my where is the cat? Yeah, see this, this is a cat food ordering server. Okay, I got the same thing. This is a cat food ordering server, and we got it from the index.html file. And if you want this one, please wait, we are processing a processing. Then if somebody wants to try that file, okay, then cat.html file. If you type it, yeah, see, please wait, we are processing your cat food process. So everything is happening in 8080. But if you type, for example, if you type 80 here instead of 8080, no, it'll keep on spinning, because in the Apache itself we did the configuration. So that's why it says it's wrong, not found, file not found on that port number. Even if you type :80 here, okay, and then if you hit enter again, you will get the same message. So I hope, okay, 1 minute. Okay, this is 80. I'm sorry, you have to type 8080. If you type 8080, it's going to cat food ordering server, okay, which is good. And then if you type cat.html, which is good, and if you don't type anything here, it will go to your dog server, which is good. And then, for example, if you type 8080 and if you type dog.html, no, it will not work, because on 8080 port we don't have dog.html. On 8080 we have only what? Cat.html. Okay, so same thing in 80 port, you don't have cat.html, you have only, because it's pinning, okay, you'll get a message like this. But on 80 you have only dog.html. okay, so that's all for this. So why this is, we have explained this one is right. If you go here, listeners, so how can you add multiple TCP, and also you have to know the differences of ALB and NLB, because if you see, this is one of the NLB and I clicked on listeners here. If you scroll default action, we have only target group. There is nothing called edit rules or something. But if you go to the ALB, right, one of the ALB I have, for example, this is one of the ALB. If you click on listeners, see, you have an extra line called view or edit rules. If you click on view or edit rules, you guys know what is this. If you click on plus, then insert rule, which we've already seen. We have a lot of other conditions. We have checked the path and our source IP and other things as well. Okay, so this add or edit rules is missing in NLB. Okay, because that has different use case and this has different use case. Okay guys, so that's all for today. Yep, thank you.